So good evening everyone, and for tonight I am going to share with you about my reflections about the 4 videos that we are going to discuss, or I'm going to give an reflection of what Sir Status uh, given to us. So the first video is the nature of learning. So based on that video, what is learning? Generally defined as changes in the behavior of the learner, and the change can be deliberate or unintentional, for better and for worse, incorrect and incorrect, conscious or unconscious. So according to the Ambrose et al. During 2010 at page 3, learning is a process that leads to change with, which occurs as a result of experience and increases the potential for improved performance and future learning. So according to that video, the changes in the learning may happen at the level of knowledge, attitude, or behavior. As a result of learning, learners come to see concepts, ideas, and or the world differently. So the second video is about the characteristics of learning-centered teaching by Joshua Assis. So the first characteristics of learning-centered teaching to engage to engage students in the learning process. So which means in education, students' engagement refers to the degree of attention, curiosity, interest, optimism, and passion that students show when they are learning or being taught, which extends to the level of motivation they have to learn to progress in their education. The third one is learner-centered teaching includes explicit skill instruction, which means the students learn to think, solve problems, decision-making, teamwork, analyze arguments, generate hypotheses, and all those learning skills essential is to mastering material and life discipline. So meaning they do not assume that students pick up these skills in their own automatically. So the third characteristics is about uh, wait, learner-centered teaching encourages students to reflect on what they are learning and how they're learning it. So for me, it engaged students in the hard, messy work of learning. So it is teaching that motivates and empowers students by giving them some control over learning processes. So the fourth one is about the learner-centered teaching motivates students by giving some control over the learning process. So for me, I believe that teachers make too many of the decisions about learning for students. So teachers decide what students should learn, how they learn it, the pace at which they learn, the conditions under which they can learn, and then teachers determine whether students have learned. So the third video is about the what is wait lang. The third video is about what is 21st century education. So today, as a future educator of 21st century education, is one that responds to the economical, technological, and societal shifts that are happening at an ever-increasing pace. It's an education that sets children up to succeed in a world where more than half of the jobs they'll have over their careers don't even exist yet. And it is also about giving students the skills they need to succeed in this new world, and helping them to grow to the confidence to practice those skills. So 21st century educator nowadays is just not only a teacher to teach lessons to their students, but also they are now a innovator, storyteller, designer, artist, and also a relationship builder. So the last video is about the student-centered learning 21st century education. One thing that I really to highlight is that learning by doing applies as much to the teachers as the students. If you really want to be a student-centered educator, you have to actually do it and give it gives and actually do it, and it gives students the opportunity to decide two things. First, what material they learn and how they learn it. So, the student-centered learning engage students as leaders and decision makers in their own learning. So that's all for tonight, and thank you.